Hello.
Hello.
Why am I on such a fucking Mr. Frog kick today?
I don't know. It's a good episode.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm pretty sure all of those episodes are pretty good.
Yeah, Smile and Friends is wild. I recommend it to... I think I've already said I'm going to show it to Lauren next time she's down. But... Good evening. Huh?
It's just a good show.
It is a good show. It's,
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to everyone. Right, back to this. I've forgotten where we were exactly.
In the middle of a cross-examination.
Oh, right. All I remember is saving an Irishman.
Yeah, we were in the middle of talking, I believe, with the people in the hats. We just finished turning the jury back on our side.
Oh, yeah.
And
look at those scales.
Mr. Irishman has been a little quiet lately.
I haven't had the chance to bust out the Irish accent.
Then again, the defendant usually doesn't talk much, so...
Gay boy brings law to Britain, let's go! Hey, Anna!
Hi, Anna. Also, I can actually keep chat open this time. Woo.
Nice! Right, so I don't remember if I read this line out. It's been a week, but...
Might as well do it anyway.
Yeah. It would appear that we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. So it's been a... This time I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. So it's been a wild week. I'm just thinking about yesterday's stream for you. Fucking hell.
Chicken Little.
The fact you joked about it and everyone in chat knew.
I like how, regardless of if I end up loving this game or not, like, this game is going to be iconic for my streams just because of that moment.
Yep. And I got to clip it.
Yep.
Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Yes!
Oh, right, yeah, this dude was doing that.
Yeah. Mr. Naruhodo, this is good news. The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly, at last.
Yeah, yes. I might finally have a chance to turn things around here. Right. Witness testimony.
If I remember, I only voiced this middleman. You voiced the other two.
Yeah. I'm now realizing this dude's voice was a little bit Mr. Frog, possibly.
yeah. I was actually thinking that. There was blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that. However, I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
Of course it would fucking matter! You Vanguard-looking dunce. I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both the attackers' hands with blood on them. Hello.
God damn it.
Hello. I didn't actually see anything myself. No, not until I heard the scream.
Anyway, the fact remains, there can't have been anyone else inside that carriage, or we all would have seen.
I think the fact that chair opens up is going to be a key point, but then it's also going to be a point that it's full of shit. Well, lo and behold. In truth of fact, not one of you was witness to the crucial moment the crime was perpetrated.
I apologize, my lord, but honestly... There was no one else inside that carriage, and the man's hands were covered in blood. Not much incriminating evidence is tantamount to saying we saw the man do it.
That's really not what testimony is about. Remember if there was...
I don't know. I believe Beppo is shivering because
he's cold.
Britain's cold, yeah, and he's just always having to do like the night shift on the omnibus.
Shit, maybe I should have given him an Italian accent. I could have Chris Pratted this. I'm Chris Pratting it now, fuck.
Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more. The victim's fresh blood is clearly visible on the seat, corroborating the witness's accounts. In other words, there is no substantial nor significant change in the facts of the case.
Very well. Your cross-examination, please, counsel. Yes, my lord. I'll be honest, I hadn't even considered that he might be Italian. The name should have been a giveaway. What the
fair? There's blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that.
Yeah, but I mean, we've got fucking evidence to the contrary, but I'm not gonna... That's the evidence we gave last time, so...
Yeah, maybe just press it first.
Yeah. No, the evidence tells us otherwise. We have the gloves the defendant's... Christ. We have the gloves the defendant was wearing on the night in question in the court record.
I'm well aware of that, sir, but nevertheless...
I don't think it was ever said he was from Italy, no. Was it?
No, I don't think they ever really specified. I know what I saw, and I stand by it. The man had blood on both of his hands.
He's defiant, even in the face of hard evidence. He's steadfastly refusing to admit that he might be mistaken about what he saw, but why?
Your reasoning is dire. One hand or two, the salient point remains unchanged. Minutes after the grim crime, the victim's blood dripped guiltily from the accused's fingers. Or I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired. If that matters, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dripped guiltily? That's definitely a descriptor. It reminds me of the fucking memes of like men writing women, like she walked boobily.
Yeah.
His hands dripped guiltily. Don't try to downplay this. Whether or not you saw the exact moment of the crime is a matter of fundamental importance, as well you know.
But for crying out loud, we all know no one else could have possibly done it. I was just trying to save us all some time.
I mean, was he? You have a loan of 20 guineas outstanding with the defendant, do you not? She dripped guiltily down the stairs. A Lovecraftian body horror story. That feels like it would end up on two-sentence horror. Had you hoped to release yourself from that financial burden by ensuring the defendant was found guilty?
Well, that's not entirely what I was hoping for. I just lost a little guinea on 10 back when I backed the wrong horse in the derby, that's all. I was going to win it all back. There's a fixture this weekend, it's a sure thing.
Oh my god. A little guinea or 10?
I'm a banker. No one bats an eye if I borrow a little spending money for the weekend.
They should!
Yeah.
Children's shoes dripping guiltily? What?
Jesus.
What?
I don't.
I think you may have revealed rather more about your character than you bargained for, sir.
This witness's scruples are not on trial here.
Shut up, you hot vampire who's racist, unfortunately.
Proceed to the next witness.
Damn it, he opened his eyes. Is that really how it's supposed to work? I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both the attacker's hands with blood on them. Hello. You definitely saw that too. Blood on both hands. Yes, sir. I mean, I know what you're gonna say. Hello. God's sake. Only one of McGilda's gloves has any signs of blood on it. That's right. The thing is, as far as I remember, sir, hello, when I looked down and saw Mr. McGilded sitting beside the other fellow, I don't believe he was wearing any gloves, sir. Hello. Oh, that show has ruined me in so many ways. I am scared of confrontation. Ah, that's fucking Ryunosuke. He wasn't wearing these gloves? That's correct, sir, and I saw the blood on both his bare hands quite clearly. It's true the dark coloured stain on the dark leather gloves wouldn't have been easy to see.
I should point out that the police officer who apprehended the accused on the night in question
Was Dick Gumshoe?
reported that there was no trace of blood on Mr. McGilded's gloved hands.
Hey pal, sorry, I got Arceus back here. I was referencing this. For sale, baby shoes never worn. It's a 6-word horror story generally attributed to Ernest Hemingway. Because it's just 6 words, but it tells you all you need to know. And all. Okay, I get you. That is, fair enough. There wasn't blood on his hands? This is puzzling indeed. This must be significant somehow, I'm sure of it. I didn't actually see anything. Not until I heard the scream. You didn't see anything. It's too late for me to change the voice now, isn't it? now that Arno's brought that to my attention.
I mean, he's for like one case. You can if you want.
It's me, Beppo. Oh yes, sir. That is the. I can't do it. No, sir. I didn't. I'm very sorry about what I said before, sir. Very sorry. Yes. Fucking. Never too late. It was very wrong of me to make up stories and say I saw him stab the man. Woohoo!
Jeez.
Wouldn't you agree, sir?
Oh, what the hell happened to your voice? I don't know. I know what you're insinuating. I certainly wasn't making up stories.
Still, to say you know nothing isn't. He made a pose for woohoo! Still, to say you saw nothing isn't right either, is it? No, sir, I saw nothing at all. Yippee! Mr. Beppo, you were driving your horses. At the very least, you must have enjoyed a good view of London streets, no? No, they're London streets.
Fair enough.
Oh, please, you didn't even say that. It was so cold that night, you see. It was all I could do to keep from passing out, sir. Yes, my head was fairly frozen solid. Sorry to say, sir.
It would seem prudent
Thank you so much for riding my omnibus.
to avoid travel on the last omnibus service of London's cold winter nights.
This one was mine, wasn't it?
Yes.
Beppo! Ah!
Anyway, the fact remains there can't have been anyone else inside that carriage, or we all would have seen.
Okay, I feel like I could present the...
If you want to try, I mean, it's up to you. It's like, now you caught me, I'll come clean. I have a goofy Italian accent.
I'll try it the next time around, unless this pressing does anything. And everything you saw of the incident was through the skylight on the roof of the omnibus.
That's right, it was fiercely cold that night, but the glass wasn't frosted over.
Oh, yes, I remember I was shivering. It was so bitter. Hello. Which rather begs the question of why the pair of you were sitting on the roof deck in the first place. I mean, yeah, actually.
Well, I don't know a thing about this young fellow, but I couldn't enter the cabin.
Oh? Why not? He said what I was thinking.
It was locked from the inside. I tried knocking, but no one opened the door.
Huh. It was locked?
That's right, and it's a public bus service, for pity's sake. That's not what I call fair play. Got him. Good one.
Yeah, I had exactly the same experience. I tried knocking, but the gent inside just gestured at me to clear off. Hello. So I had no choice but to climb.
It's such a simple thing, but it gets me every time.
I had no choice but to climb up to the roof deck and look down longingly into the warm cabin below. Below.
Well, I can assure you I wasn't just looking down. I was glaring, long and hard.
Okay. Who does he look like besides Vanguard? There's something in his face. I see some other character. Or maybe a real person. I don't know.
I don't know.
God damn it. That's going to bug me.
That's precisely what I can tell you with absolute confidence. If there was anyone else alone in that cabin, I would have noticed.
It's every Londoner's God-given right to gawk at bleeding bodies, damn you. That is true. That is true.
Unequivocal, I would say.
I'm not sure about these two witnesses. Could they really have seen everything inside the cabin through the skylight? The light was on. I mean, the fact it's giving me this option tells me I don't know actually, because a lot of times they do give you this option. It's a misnomer, isn't it?
You want to save?
Yeah. I am not abusing the save function nearly as much as I thought I would.
Fair enough, though, yeah.
Allow me to confirm one thing, Mr. Fairplay. You are riding this omnibus and witness the events in the cabin through the skylight in the floor of the upper deck. Is that right?
That's right, yes.
In that case, there is a portion of the cabin interior that would have been out of sight from you. Oh!
What?
By golly, really? Hello. Obviously, at this stage, we can't say for sure. But the possibility cannot be denied that at the time of the incident, there could have been another passenger in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus.
Objection! Enough hypothetical meandering, my anybody's friend. The prosecution demands that you substantiate your claim.
Oh, okay.
After all, the scene of the crime is here, in the flesh.
Very well. I will uphold the prosecution's demand. You will identify the area on this cross-sectional plan of the omnibus. Where exactly in the omnibus are you suggesting this potential extra passenger could have been situated? There. Oh.
Take that!
Both rows of seats on the roof face in the direction of travel, whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other. Which means they've all got walking sticks, or canes or whatever. So British. The visible part of the cabin, which passengers on the roof deck can see through the skylight, is as I've drawn here. You were not supposed to draw on this! That's right, my lord. As you can see, the seat opposite the one on which the victim and his attacker were sitting is obscured from view. In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible these witnesses would have been completely unaware of it. Oh, okay. Locked from the inside. Fucking Mr. Irish, I forgot. I'm gonna have to look his name up. Mr. Irish. Mr. McGilded.
Hello, I'm Mr. Irish.
Hello. Hello, I'm Mr. Irish. I'm going to eat this fly. I'll eat this bug. It's my show. McGilded, yep, it was. Thanks, Arno. They said they saw him sitting next to the dude. Next to the victim. So if there was someone inside the seat, like I suggested, and McGilded was asleep, like he said, then the dude may have been dead by the time Fairplay was knocking on the door. This crime may have happened a long time before he even realised. It's quite possible these witnesses would have been completely unaware of it.
Ah!
Objection.
Purple Boy, this isn't Five Nights at Freddy's, Arno.
It's quite possible some phantom was sitting there.
Some purple guy, yes.
You Nipponis have a forbidding habit of obscuring the truth with ambiguity.
Jesus Christ. Every time I think I can fall in love with him, he says something like this. I concur with the prosecution's rejoinder. In a British court of law, evidence is paramount. I cannot entertain this conjecture, counsel. That is, unless you're able to put a name to this mysterious passenger to whom you allude.
Can you miss an Arahodo?
Oh shit, no we can't, can we? I honestly don't know. Who could it have been? Who could have been in the other seat, which was out of sight from the witnesses on the roof deck? Oh crap.
Well,
I fucking hit space to bring up the next thing, and I understand, my lord.
well,
The defense
let's make a
would
guess.
like to put forward a name. Oh, we got another one.
You're a fool.
Yes, I know. I hit space too quickly.
That response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations. A toast to hard lessons not yet learnt.
Hard to tell.
It may be the latter, Anno. I don't know. I need to look into it.
Let us not delay, counsel. The defense is still to name the passenger in the other seat. What have I got myself into? This could be it. This could be the chance I've been waiting for to turn the trial in my favour.
Okay, I looked it up. It doesn't really say anything about it being like derogatory or anything, so.
Okay. On that night, on the night of the murder, the person occupying the seat in the omnibus cabin that was obscured from view was...
Well, if it was the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Take that.
Sorry to throw you under the omnibus, buddy.
The passenger in the enclosed cabin that the witnesses on the roof deck failed to see has to have been Mr. Magnus McGilded. Mr. McGilded? Hello. What are you talking about, counsel? That's the name of the defendant! Holy shit, did I actually go down the right path by pure accident? Oh, he pissed.
If I desecrate this chamber by smashing my hallowed chalice, do forgive the discourtesy. I have like 6 more under the bench.
Lord Van Zeeks!
People talk of those tiny island nations in the far east as having a learning and culture of their own. Oh, this is a great start. But I see they use the terms ill-advisedly.
It's okay, you've still got Shomes. What are you trying to say?
Let me explain in terms even a student of an artless backwater such as yourself might understand. Well, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
When the bloody scene unfolded, the victim and his assailant were sitting side by side. Multiple witnesses have attested to the fact. It's the very premise on which this case is built.
Objection.
But that premise may be wrong.
What?
If the victim really was sitting beside Mr. McGilded. It creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way. What inconsistency, counsel? The defendant's gloves, my lord. Both witnesses made the same testimony. They claimed there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Objection!
Yet we know the truth to be otherwise. Only one glove bears the gory remain.
Objection!
The point is, even in the face of this irrefutable evidence, both witnesses have maintained their stance. Yes, their testimony remains unchanged. Exactly. They both adamantly swear. They clearly remember seeing blood on both hands of the assailant. In short, their memory of events is correct, and their testimony reveals the truth. Holy shit, did I accidentally pull this off?
Perhaps.
It was somebody else sitting beside the victim that night, a third party we have yet to identify. And the victim's blood was on that passenger's hands. Both of them.
Objection!
And who was this third party?
Don't ask me to... I'm gonna hit space carefully this time. Obviously, the true culprit. Extraordinary. Order! 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 What exactly are you postulating?
Objection!
The defense's postulation is just that. Nothing more than conjecture. Witnesses have clearly stated that they saw the accused.
They saw the tops of hats.
Objection!
But when elaborating on his testimony, Mr. Fairplay said the two of them were wearing hats and I couldn't exactly make out their faces.
That's valid, Anno.
Yeah.
Yes. The tops of their heads were obscured by the roof. I could see the rest of them, though.
Yeah, that's right. Both gents were most certainly hatted. Hello. Hatters do tend to notice such things, sir. Hello. And what particular style... That is a Phoenix Wright level question. That is not a judge question. That is a Phoenix pressing every statement style question.
You couldn't fucking see the hat, sir. Hello.
And what particular styles of hat did the two gentlemen sport, Mr. First? I'm afraid I don't remember. Hello. And you call yourself a hatter? I'm mad about hats. That's the voice I should have given him. Fucking Care Bear's Mad Hatter.
The style of hat makes no difference. There was no third passenger in that cabin.
How can you be sure?
Because if there had been, the accused Mr. McGilded would undoubtedly have offered to depose the fact.
He was asleep.
Unless, that is, you are proposing an even more preposterous explanation. The accused failed to even notice the presence of the true culprit in the very cabin in which he traveled.
He's right. If there was another person travelling in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus, it's inconceivable that Mr. McGilded would have been unaware of it. Order! There is clearly a simple solution to this problem.
Bring the accused Mr. McGilded to the stand.
Well, what say you, counsel?
The prosecution objects, my lord.
Oh. On what grounds?
As a suspect, he will already have made a full statement to the police.
But what if there's some reason why he's unable to speak freely? This music reminds me of Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, I can hear it. Magnus McGilded is no uneducated ruffian. If it indeed turns out the man has been withholding information, you can be sure it will have been a most deliberate act.
Counsel for the defence, what is your opinion? My lord? Should we ask Mr. McGilder to testify or not? I say demand it. Yes, we need to hear what he has to say in order to find out the truth. The defence would like to call Mr. McGilder to the stand. In that case, I would like to hear the opinion of the jury.
Yes, I need a little time to consider this.
If you ask me, I think we should hear what Mr. McGilder has to say.
Get the man out of here! Get the man out here, I say!
It should be utterly illogical not to hear his testimony.
Well, when something needs doing, get it done. That's how I run things at the guild.
Hearing what the patron of my favourite little park has to say. Oh yes, that would be lovely.
Yes, the jury says the man must be heard.
Very well, the court will hear the defendant's testimony. Bailiff, show the defendant to the stand at once. Gemma, for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm in the zone. Sweet. Maybe I should have done that before starting the stream, but here we are now. Now, maybe what actually happened that night will finally become clear. I swear to God, I was going to say if that's the point, it breaks.
That would have been funny, yeah.
Let proceedings be resumed. Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day? To be sure I have, my lord. I was gonna fucking start with to be sure if you didn't say it. To be sure I have, my lord. There are now two matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabin as proposed by the defence. The second is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police? Begad no, 'tis not in my nature to hide anything at all.
Just answer the questions, please.
The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do I tell yous all, or keep me mouth shut? Tell us what, Mr. McGildet? The fine fella representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger. It's true? Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened. What the fuck? You what?
Uh-oh.
The white rabbit with a watch. Hang on, sorry, I tabbed out for a sec. Let me just get back. Wait, he's got a better one.
No, Magnus McGilded, that convenient excuse can't save you now.
I'm truly sorry, so I am, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure you'd be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you. Which was? Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and not in any way involved, just... Magnus, what the fuck? What? Oh, sorry, that's you, isn't it? Yep. If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd have hauled her into this here courtroom, just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord. And who was this young child of whom you speak? She's a young girl with blonde hair and a blue dress. That I don't know. You don't know? Aye, well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection!
We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witness's statements to be disregarded by the court.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the urchin isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings. So what? What the fuck? Ah, smoke! Smoke! Ah, fire! There's a fire!
Look, someone's trying to get away! After them!
It's no use! I can't see anything. Something. What's going on? What was that last one? I can't see anything through all the smoke. Cool.
Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face!
Bailiff! Don't let the accused escape! Secure the omnibus!
I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom. This is wild. Who is Ryunosuke saying this to? Because that is not in blue text.
Yeah, I feel like it's supposed to be narration, but they forgot the blue text.
Yeah. We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff, amid scenes of chaos as people stumbled over one another in their desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended. Really?!
Yeah. To be fair, it was 30 more minutes, so at the time I wasn't sure if it would have been good to keep going, but yeah, it was right there.
Oh well. It's fine.
But I mean, depending on how long this part goes, and if I'm remembering right, and this is the last part of the trial, maybe we can get a sneak peek into the fourth case too. I don't know, maybe.
No, we just hit a break. I'm gonna call it here. That's the end of the stream. No, fuck it. Let's go. He's narrating to Susato in case she can't see anything either.
Of course.
What on earth just happened in there?
Mr. Naruhodo, I've managed to find out what happened.
Is it because I said it out loud just now, Susato?
Yes, it helped a lot.
Miss Susato!
I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke.
A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use.
They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
But who would have done something like that?
The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why?
Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear.
Holy shit. A young girl, then could it be? The other passenger that Mr. McGilda was just talking about.
My thoughts exactly.
So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. McGilda, actually? There's so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here.
I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions. Along with the young girl.
Who is she, I wonder? Is she by any chance the one you said that voice would be better suited for?
I won't say anything yet.
Okay. What was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself?
Like I said, you'll probably know. There's another matter that's troubling me.
Okay. What's that? I mean, I'm gonna be reading into that with every character we run into now.
The 20 pence.
Hmm? Oh,
According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each.
well, I know where she was.
That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly.
But now it seems that there were in fact 5 passengers.
Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
She's right. That is strange. Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed into the courtroom. Trial will recommence in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away.
Well,
Whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now.
Poor Beppo will get fired twice.
I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial.
I'm so excited to see who this person is.
Twice fired better than thrice fired, though.
Yeah. We'll know soon enough, Mr. Zato.
Yes.
I'm excited to meet this new mystery person. And why she had a smoke grenade. Oh shit, she's cool. There's a young girl next to Mr. McGilded, look. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before. Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court would now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Why wouldn't she? One should always have a smoke grenade with them. Never know. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks.
My lord.
I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which veiled proceedings earlier.
It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army.
Good gracious, the army! What in the devil's name?
It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught. And now occupies the stand.
Your name, girl? Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? If I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGilded. I think perhaps I ought to explain here. She only speaks Japanese. I'll have to be her translator. Why it is that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that. 'Tis all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Very well, Mr. McGilded. Give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved with the case. Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. The young girl. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a feller collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where the scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. Yep, I know where she was. I remain somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding the omnibus. Is that correct? 'Tis exactly as the defence counsel said. This last was the 5th passenger, my lord. Really no clue what's going on. That's okay, Arno. We'll get there. Very well. The defence may now cross-examine the witness. Are you ready, counsel? But I did have to pick up a phone call at one point, so I missed a bunch. I'm sure you didn't miss that much. It's still wild. Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start.
Yeah, I think Reno's case is as confused as we are, so...
Yeah, you're fine. Jesus Christ, this half of the trial is just give Parry a line challenge 2022.
I may have to take the girl, all things considered.
Yeah, possibly.
If she speaks, when she speaks.
No, they're just going to introduce her and never have her speak. And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board? There were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one on the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were, I see. Aye, and that's why I took the back side as I did. 'Tis the most comfortable, so it is. Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? Thank you, Arno. Hydrate time. Where did
That was me, actually.
Oh, was it? Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I just assume Arno these days. Thank you,
I
Barry.
just wanted to give you a bit of a,
Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I needed that. As much as I would have liked taking credit, my integrity won't allow me to. Fair enough. Oh no, you get inspiration for next time. Don't actually put that on Tiz's character sheet, jeez. By all means, Tiz, how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well. Look like one of the bums of the people on the front seat.
Not even Van Zeeks is speaking. I don't have a line.
I know! A loud thud, you say, and a scream. Oi, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Twas like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise. So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor having been stabbed? Well now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say, and when the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but the fella on the floor. You didn't see anyone, but at the same moment you did hear a scream. Ah, from the seat above you on the roof deck, I presume. Not above me, no, my lord. 'Twas from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before my eyes. They really don't want to give you any lines. You set him up? The victim, you mean? That I did. On the seat across from me, as I said, I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? 'Tis common courtesy, so it is.
Oh
Hey!
my god.
Hey!
I find that a little hard to believe.
Our Lord Van Zeeks. Now why would that be?
You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage.
Oh,
Any normal
crap.
person would hail the cabman.
Sorry, I hit...
Any upstanding member of London society, that is. It's okay, I read the lines.
Christ, hang on, I pressed the wrong button twice. Why did the... Well now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business. The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest. To even make a chalk outline before picking them up. No, they didn't all carry chalk on them back then, Arno. That's more of a modern thing. Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, where at all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble. You suggesting you were just going to leave the man there? Heavens alive, no, I was already intending to report it, so I was. Only, I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first. The whys and wherefores? Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? Yes. The scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing. I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim. So I did, sir, so I did. As far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Well, now, 'tis a queer thing, the wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside. Good gracious! Under your backside? And when I lifted to see the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage.
It's an Arhodo. We can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember?
Yes, of course, the whole bus was submitted as evidence. We found this last week.
Yeah.
This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside.
Way ahead of you, Susato. You already commented on it. And that's when I found her. There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
Hold it!
I know who he reminds me of. His face looks like Elijah Wood with grey hair. Sans the body, that's from a different person. You say she was hiding herself? I don't know if I see it, but fair enough. Oh yeah, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, my heart nearly stopped beating in my chest. Ugh. You're really overacting this. Still and all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin wag with her. The seat opposite? Oh. That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there. You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir. Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, I'm terrible with people. A gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream. A feller's voice this time. Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats. Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly. In other words, the previous witness did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason. Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight. Interesting. It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature. And readily confused perhaps with this young girl. After that, of course, with the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realised something was wrong and pulled up the horses. Thank you, I've heard enough. The events as explained are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl? Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. Lestrade. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. The what? What? This girl here, a petty thief? Clearly, look at her, she's so cool. Order! Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question.
Lestrade's initials don't have to be soft. I see how it is. Yeah, no, basically the only big changes, if I'm remembering right, were, Sholmes, and they changed all instances of Watson to Wilson.
Oh, yeah. How dare you? What is the meaning of this?
Apparently everything else is fine.
The girl, she's gone. Oh my god, it is her, isn't it?
You wanna, or should it be me?
It's up to you. I feel bad having all the voices at the moment, but oh Jesus Christ! Want to take over one of my voices to even it out if I take this?
I'm trying to think who can I take. I mean,
Well, it better be a volleyball on a stick or I walk.
I guess I can take Beppo if he comes. Well, actually, no, I don't think Beppo comes back. Let me double check.
I have a feeling none of the other witnesses are going to be back anytime soon.
Shit.
You want to take the Irish dad?
I can't do the Irish as good as you can, though.
Fair. Okay.
I was thinking maybe the judge, but I don't know. That's a big role.
No, I'm happy to pass that over. I'm not entirely confident in my judge voice.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, sure. Let's try that for a bit then.
Okay. Here we go. Open your eyes. I'm over here.
Good gracious! How?
What was the point of that little sidestep? I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. Oh, I love this. This is the role I was born to play. She got herself backed into a corner so she knifed the gent. Stabbed him good and proper. Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it?
I love that they just wrote her accent really thick.
Yeah. No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cuss. Look, nose of cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers and my fucking gun.
The big fucking gun.
My grenade launcher, if you will. Oh, fucking love the coin
it's a very
thing.
mesmerizing.
Yeah, the coin. That coin trick in general is impressive to pull off. But yeah, okay, I'm a professional, right? Professionals have standards. Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. She's so fucking cool. And your wallets are gone. Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs? Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best.
Oh, do not wave that thing in my direction again!
I'm still getting used to being the judge.
Entirely fair.
So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question?
I'd admit nothing to you, you racist. It's alright, lass. You can tell the racist the truth now. Alright, yeah, it's just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case.
I honestly thought he was gonna say as evidence.
Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question.
Apples and pears? Upper classes are defendants, lower classes are evidence.
Jeez.
Alright, if I have to. What the girl saw. So, I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was a right old waste of time. Got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then, after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of this. It's because of that. This swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. Yes, he let you go.
I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilded.
We classify this working-class young woman as murder weapon, case closed. Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sat on her. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself.
I think a demonstration is called for.
No, don't make me go back in the dark! I mean, alright. This is where I was. This is where I was sat that night.
And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume. Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of this girl's stature.
Who are you calling a statue? Oh, but of course, the wee lass are stuck in there. Because I'd parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Ah!
So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Damn, your judge voice is so much better.
I mean, yours is good too, but thank you.
Oh, I really like it. Not at all, my lord, not at all.
Ugh.
I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sakes of this less fortunate lass. My goodness.
But gentlemen.
I hate how the grandma voice is just turning into Charlie's grandma from Smiling Friends.
Would you like a delicious hard candy?
My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for overdoubting you, sir.
Hell yeah.
Is that everybody on not guilty, or is there one more? Oh yeah, okay, nope. Okay, everybody's going.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
But who did it?
Snake's alive!
I like that the prosecution doesn't get a witness proclamation or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Testimony, alimony? I've forgotten what they called it.
Summation examination.
Summation examination. Yes, I knew it was something with words.
All 6 members of the jury, consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty.
It's an Arahodo. This, well, it must mean...
It must mean... What? Ryunosuke, come on! Come the hell on, Ryunosuke.
that we're victorious.
We've... won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Hello?
If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy. I was waiting for this.
Oh.
This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. So if I can give a small piece of trivia.
Yes.
The concept of a prosecutor slamming their leg on the bench, originally they were planning on using that all the way back with Godot back in Ace Attorney 3.
Wow.
So they finally got to do it, I believe, 12 years later, according to when this was originally released. So that's wild.
How come they didn't use it ever since on any other prosecutor?
I don't know.
I suppose it wouldn't really fit Clavier, would it?
No. And the other ones in between that, probably not either.
I haven't really seen the 5 and 6 ones particularly. It's been a long time since I played 5.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Emotion.
The witness's latest statement gives a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean, his true nature?
Why is he doing it? Good question. Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report.
Ah, fuck, updated autopsy report. But of a coach.
Good lord! The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilden's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What? I mean, actually, that does add up, because when we were looking at the seat before, there was stuff under there, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty.
Shit, and I can corroborate that. Jesus.
Well, my Nipponese friend,
Me?
when the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law.
Fuck, he knows. What if I hadn't looked?
Pray, what did you find the condition of the undersea compartment to be? I don't think the events change, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead. You tell the court now, fella. How this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks.
Well, Counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? I've got to be honest.
Yeah, they do give you a little option for any circumstance, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there was one that just said, "Yeah, I didn't look,"
Yeah.
which I believe I did because I actually didn't.
Fair. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Are you sure, Counsel?
Arra, be whist! What are you saying now, you daft door? I thought you were on my side here. Oh.
What game are you playing?
Greatest Attorney Chronicles.
Yes, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
Van Zeeks is now also gay. As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me, then I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible.
Interesting.
'Tis not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. Dix is now also gay suddenly. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interests now to admit that you might have been mistaken? Oh, I don't like him. I don't like him anymore. Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
The stream just closed for me.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I just saw that as well. That's weird. Oh, crap. Hang on.
The game didn't crash on your end, did it?
No. It's still playing. Let's try that again. We back?
It's taking a minute to load, but, oh, hold on. I don't think my internet is fucking me over here, so...
No. It's not you. The stream dropped on my end for some reason. I didn't do anything. It just dropped.
Ah, weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'll disconnect and reconnect real quick, see if that helps it load.
Okay, I'm gonna try stop. Well, no, I don't. Hang on, let's try that again. Okay, that should work now. Now I can see it. Also, hi Onion. I'm glad you want to fuck a fae. we got visuals again.
Yep.
Sweet.
I should like the jury to weigh on this matter, I think.
Well, that compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The Guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pick purse are lying. Oh, fuck!
So, yeah, that's why Van Zeeks doesn't call for a summation examination. He doesn't need one.
I can't believe I was nearly taken in. Sticking rates are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them.
The voice you do for this one makes me think you could do a really good Joker voice.
I've never really tried.
Like Mark Hamill Joker. It's not a million miles away. What? Oh no. We'll show you the Fae in a minute, Onion.
It's a trick. Of course it's a trick.
Irish Gremlin Man is the Fae that we're talking about, I assume.
Quite so, I must concur here. Oh, fuck. Van Zeek's good.
Uh-oh.
I mean, not as a person, but... With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination.
It's gonna be outstanding. The dude on the right, Onion, that's the Fae we're talking about.
Yep.
He is clearly a creature of the Feywilds.
Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, as it would seem.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was right all waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. I'm just going through these again because it's been a while. Then after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. Okay. Let's press till we can't press no more. Ryunosuke says that as if it wasn't him who just ruined his client's defense. Yeah, fair point, actually. So, you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run? Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point of spending a joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, isn't it? I love her. She is so cool. I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense.
Also, may I remind you this girl is a petty thief. Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. 4 paying passengers at 5p apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegrace riding for free. The red conk of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip in the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
Your hiding place is a storage compartment. Full of equipment for the coach. No.
Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. Always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. Hell, I've just thought, the fact she's a Lestrade, is she going to be a mainstay of this series going forward? Or is she a one-off character?
Is this rhetorical, or...?
I don't know. I want to know, but also I don't want you to answer me, I guess. I don't want it spoiled for me, but God, I want to know.
Yeah, I think it's best if we just go through the cases.
Yeah.
And have you find out whether or not.
No one ever seems to bother much.
And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you.
It seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue.
It's right my style, wasn't it? Waste of time. Why is that? Well, most nights I'm on my own in the god. On my own in the god permit. At least some. What? I'm having a
Most
stroke.
nights I'm on my own, and God permit at least I don't.
I feel like I'm
sometimes she's just. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck she's saying. If I'm gonna be real.
Well, most nights I'm on my own in the god permit. At least some of the time. Just a little bit of punctuation, Gina. That's all we need.
I beg your pardon, did you say God permit? Permit?
Oh, yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You'd say the omnibus, I suppose. Point is, any normal run, carriage ain't got no one in it for a little while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away. That's it. Only that night. Only that night. This cove was sat on my seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
You mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin?
Yeah. Right, mister? To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit, then? So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all? Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with my head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's ooze I'm gonna fiddle. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. Oh my god, she doesn't... I was gonna say, oh my god, he doesn't understand Cockney rhyming slang, but of course he doesn't. He's been here less than a day. I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other ones, see? So, most of the time, the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. It feels too much like being thrown in the clink. But it's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Obson's choice. Why is it just sticking to picking people's pockets in the open then? I'd say there's some reason she's not letting on, judging from her demeanour. So, anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else for it. When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Could have been, suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, made me jump. And you let out a scream involuntarily. That's right. And then I felt the cushion over my head get lighter all of a sudden. Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes?
Or not.
It could have equally been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not?
That explains the thump that happened before. Fucking idiot.
Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
Yeah, I saw it. I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? Yeah, the fall definitely happened first, I'd assume. The Irishman was sitting up the bloke what had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
That matches Mr. McGillard's account, of course.
But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking. And when Mr. McGilder discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place? I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason. Jesus. Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. Oh, bloody hands.
How awful.
Both me hands got covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog. Both her hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilder for a while, is that correct? He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know my name and what I was up to in that. Then I heard something from above. Someone screamed.
Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume.
Hello. Well, I didn't want no one seeing my face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later."
All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear that they're all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure it would clinch the verdict we want.
Yes, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I'm seeing it this time. That's annoying. Let me have a look through the evidence again.
Yeah, I mean, it has been a week since the first half, so I understand that
Fair.
some things.
Yeah, fair point. The armband. This one's a struggle. It's definitely blood, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on our first day in London.
Well, nothing will come of grumbling now.
No. By the way, is Mr. McGildy right-handed?
Yes, I believe so. He was toying with a coin in his right hand a little earlier.
Pity. If only he'd been left-handed.
I think blood on either glove would be fairly incriminating, really.
First sight blood, second sight vampire, racist. What a trip. Guess there's nothing else to see on the gloves.
Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
The scene of a murder. It's horrible.
Oh,
That was not there before, was it?
it was not.
Yeah, that's blood, isn't it?
Is something wrong?
Oh, it's just, well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. And yet, Van Zeeks made no mention of it.
I suppose that does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? This seat looks reasonably soft, but it's actually rather hard when you sit on it. Only just wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side, really.
Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for the climb to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here.
A woman in a kimono would have the same problem. Women's clothes are very impractical, aren't they? I remember this conversation. I can't find anything out of place. Really? Seat has a handle, it seems. Someone is fucking with the crime scene live. This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is.
Yeah, there's. I mean, it's good to re-examine it, but I don't think there's much in here that helps the current testimony.
Okay. Let's have another look through this. Some sort of secret London gentry.
Anything about look inside? Maybe stuff got removed and added when the girl threw the smoke grenade.
I mean,
yeah, that would be the opportune time.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off. Okay. I was wondering. Okay, so.
Or it's Chief, isn't it? Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, sorry, yes, I just don't really like blades.
Oh. doesn't seem like the words of a man with a large katana slung from his waist.
That's not a blade, that's Kazuma's soul. Anyway, there's no sense in delaying it. Let's see what the blade looks like. Okay, so this hasn't been tampered with at least.
Right, yeah.
Ugh, that looks a lot like blood.
It really is blood, the victims.
Ugh, an Englishman's blood looks... Oh yeah, we had this...
Yeah.
If you want a little push, let me know.
Yeah, I'm really not sure... Hang on. Let me see what they say here again, see if it kind of gives me in. That's Van Ziek's butter knife. Pressed everything. I can't. Yeah, I might need a little nudge.
Do you want like a specific thing or like?
I guess as vague as possible.
This is one of those weird parts where you need to press something again. I hate to say.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, they tend to do that. Like in some of the games.
Yeah. I'll go through again just to.
Yeah. While we're doing that, let me just
Ooh, thank you. Good idea.
I'm failing you today.
Let's try this one again. Okay, maybe not this one.
Yeah, you'll know when it's the one, I think. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Okay, so that's not the one. It's going to be one of the inconsequential ones, I guess.
Hold it!
Oh yeah, the god permit.
Yeah. That was the whole thing.
Yep. Oh.
Well, no.
Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink.
Excuse me.
Here we go. Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded? Oh, I do apologise. Was there something the matter, Counsel? I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself. No, 'twas nothing important. I haven't had a thought in 30 years. Was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad, shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was. I see. Yes, I'm sure we can all sympathise. I'm still scared of the dark now. Oi, and I don't know about yourself, but I find the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well.
I thought it was done hearing about darkness this week.
Say, fellas! This is the game he says it in.
I can't wait for Mickey Mouse to take the stand.
Yeah. I suppose it does, maybe. Miss Lestrade, did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. But Javers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp. He's Irish, he would say cunt. Let me...
What a pity.
But Javers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little cunt. There it is. That's what it should be.
What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue.
Yes. What should we make of that last statement of hers?
We'll take anything we can get.
Yep. My lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing.
Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it.
I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern mind, Counsel. Nevertheless...
Oh boy.
Damn it. Even the judge is racist.
Yeah,
Mr. Lestrade!
the second I give you the reins of the voice. This game
This game has it out for me. This game is trying to get me cancelled. Though to be fair, I've already played it, so...
You will sum up in your formal testimony by repeating that last statement, please.
What? This is supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move. I'll strain my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring. Press that first. So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time? Since the moment you hid yourself? Not exactly, no. Sorry? Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then, when I saw this swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me. And Mr. McGilded sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah! Would you let him in, Eva? Hey, what a mug! So then, all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was. Are there any conclusions we can draw from that, I wonder? It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up because she would have heard the door open at least for for the victim to come on board. Miss Lestrade, what you have just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts.
At odds? Are you sure, man?
Absolutely.
It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared.
So Van Zieks realized it too.
Counsel! I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least.
Just to play it safe. Because I think I'm on the right track, but... Yes, my lord.
I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGildy's snoring, but... Think, Ryunosuke, think! There's something else she should have heard. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person.
Take that!
Thrice-fired mason?
Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. I was right on the money. I'm good. I'm learning to be good at things.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Order! Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel.
Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct? Yeah, of course I was. Got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded. That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard, said this little cunt next to me. At least not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. Did I not just say as much? I wasn't travelling with anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure. And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, weren't it? Waiting for this swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Ah!
Yes, this petty thief statement was clearly flawed.
Lord Van Zieks!
Yes. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. Oh God, he's going to go on a racist monologue, isn't he?
It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend.
What are you talking about?
You have demonstrated matters impeccably. The witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more.
I love that the patches on her hat look like the buttons on her hat look like eyes. I love the judge's little wig bounce. It was only really funny the first time, but I love that it happens every time because that alone is a joke of its own and it's great. He's dead right. How could the victim possibly not have boarded the omnibus?
That makes no sense whatsoever.
This girl is a pickpocket. Let's not forget that.
Oh, fuck.
Grandma, please! God damn it.
She didn't even say anything.
didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because he has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, I can't abide liars.
And neither can I.
Mr. Foreman.
I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than salubrious ways. But I must say, I cannot abide liars.
God damn it! It's all up to the maid girl now.
Yep.
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty.
Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nepalese friend.
For the considerable troubles you have spared me.
Yes, very refreshing.
What are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Easer Namadan? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well,
Parry, do you want to take this? Parry, do you want to take this voice real quick?
This is carnage. It's perfect.
Juror number 2 is the only one left.
Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going,
I know. If we can't find some new way to convince everyone of Mr. McGilded's innocence, the judge will rule and we'll have lost. I very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen. But those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Hold it!
Yes, the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case.
what are you saying?
Counsel? I'm sorry, sir. Whatever do you mean?
Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my adjudication. Explain yourself at once.
When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand.
And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage.
If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus?
There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. This is a tough one. Fuck's sake, oh no. He couldn't have been in there.
Yeah, he couldn't have been in there already because haven't we been like going on the assumption that he was like that like Gina heard
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, he was put there after he died. We know there's not another entrance. Is that an option for him to be dropped through the roof? That would explain the thump, but the people on top would have seen it. That is something you can't really miss. And I don't think you can open
Well,
the
I mean, it was Wasn't it the last one of the night?
It was the last one of the night.
Not if they killed him.
Obviously, the victim must have been placed in the carriage after he was killed.
Objection.
Tell me, my learned friend, what was the function of that obviously in your last sentence? Well said, Lord Van Zeeks. He obviously is troubling me also.
No! That's really not the point. The point is the victim must have been moved into the carriage afterwards.
Then answer me this. How could a cadaver have been placed inside a moving carriage?
Well, obviously,
I shall have to penalize the defense heavily for this irreverent rambling.
damn, I'm glad they don't just kind of like give you like the this is obviously something, and the judge is just like, no, they actually put the effort into making you think you might be on the right path till you get the thing. I must learn to rabble more relevantly.
The penalty is evidently not heavy enough, judging from those Nipponese eyes. So I ask you again. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, then I explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the office.
I ain't taking a penalty.
I don't think there's an achievement for going without taking a penalty, though, so, you know.
I don't
Either
care.
way, it would have been fine.
Let's try this one. If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection.
I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic.
For fuck's sake.
But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door, the other only has windows.
Fixed windows which cannot possibly open, in short. There is no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
Objection.
But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered.
Oh, really?
Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin.
Oh, Lozano, right?
All right, counsel.
Maybe.
Defense will identify the location for the court. Here is the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin?
Take that.
The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight.
I say, the skylight?
If this is another like lead up to a penalty, they have really taken it too far this time.
Objection.
Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However,
Objection.
The skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection.
so you claim. Do you have a shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory?
I need to check the. None of these names begin with M or W. Unless they're going by a pseudonym. The woman who witnessed the incident from a hiding place aboard the omnibus on the night of murder. She was discovered by the defendant. She's so cool. Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor.
Yes, which has already been explained. As the sound of the victim falling from his seat, having been assaulted with the dagger.
Yes, it has, but Would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact.
Gracious!
Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it!
Objection!
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylights into the cabin? That's simply impossible!
Say it was very sexy of me to be right about the skylight. Well done, Anna. That was very sexy of you. How can you be so sure?
Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet not one person made mention of such events in their testimony.
Well, yes, that's true, but... Might a humble fella make a wee comment here? Mr. McGilded? To be sure now, the two fellers who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victims falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... Aye. 'Tis a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellers do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Oh my goodness. Surely not.
There was two chaps on the roof?
You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were...
I was drinking.
Fair enough. Hello.
What exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer?
You rotter, he said. You rotter. What are you insinuating? Hello.
This is a flaming outrage. I have a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said. And so will I. Hello.
Mr. Fairplay!
You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and well-respected banker.
And me, a very angry hatter. Hello. Hello.
Someone like me could have stabbed the man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. I protest in the strongest possible terms.
That's right. I protest too about you rotten scoundrel. Hello.
Order! 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 This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know. Hello.
My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Van Zeeks. Use the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witness without proof.
Accuse? I never intended to...
It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. Clearly, Mr. Baker likes putting long, narrow objects in his mouth. What, Otto?
I mean, you're right, but...
Arno's bringing Ladoggle energy right now.
Yeah. You proposed this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're getting at.
Well, he was biting his cane. Damn, he's a biter. The hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated their criminal guilt.
What do they do with him imitating the criminal?
In our British courts of law, this is what is termed a baseless accusation.
I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought. Oh no, it's fine. It was funny.
It's fine, yeah. What are we waiting for? What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify. Oh, I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fella.
We have to see this matter through now, one way or another.
If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once. Oh, cool!
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
The spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy.
Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord.
In front of you, dude. But he hasn't moved this whole trial. Guys, in front.
You will
Hello.
take the stand again and make another formal testimony. In reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this. Hello.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward. Refuting the accusation.
We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that.
If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one of the other of us would have noticed? Hello.
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
But I'm not sorry. Hello. The Scarlet... Fuck's sake, I've ruined myself. The Scarlet was shot the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it. Hello.
You're so sure the victim fell through the skylight. Where's your proof?
I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine. How either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck.
Okay, actually, seeing where the omnibus is, I can understand why they're confused about where the judge is from their perspective.
Without the other noticing forthwith.
I thought they were being accused of having a romantic thing going. God damn, I guess I was confused. Yeah, what? Where did you get that from, Arno?
That's right, you see.
We're innocent, I tell you. Hello.
Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another.
What?
Huh? Hello.
According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings.
Well, I don't trust coppers anymore than I trust the stinking rich.
Oh yeah, ACAB, eat the rich. Something doesn't... Something doesn't feel right here. Trial is going in our favour, really. So why do I feel so uneasy?
Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord. Okay.
The only people on the roof deck that are alive.
So in no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck.
Absolutely not. Dick it. Dick and where?
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, he's the one playing with the cane. No question about it. No question about it, he said. None at all. None at all. Hello. Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here. Hello.
Is this true, Mr. McGilded?
Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately.
That's an outright lie. Without doubt, you were engaged in...
Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence at all? It's all about evidence in these courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that.
Ah, I saw you with my own eyes!
This is going so well. If anything had happened when we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
Hello.
Hello. Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark, perhaps too dark to see clearly?
Is this some kind of a lock?
Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is this what it is? Hello. Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly.
Are you a fair dinkum, sir?
Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you. Hello.
I'll give you a keys to the vault if you can fall asleep in that bit of cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids are free shut and you'd never open them again.
That's... I really missed the whole point of this interaction. It's so difficult to follow the events now. Basically, we said that... Well, because like you said, the body may have come through the skylight. They were the only two people up there, so they're kind of testifying against them having done it.
Yeah.
That's extreme. It was extreme, I tell you, and we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Hello. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. Oh. Oh, that is very good. This is very useful. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear you at all. That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Hello. No, 'twas a cold night, so it was. Away with the fairies, yet we got him! People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. 'Tis hardly surprising. Seeing things? Hello?
I believe we've reached an impasse here on this particular point.
But if he's acknowledging that he locked the door... If he's acknowledging that he locked the door, then how could the victim have got in? The only way that makes sense is the skylight, but the skylight doesn't make sense to me because that bloodstain on the floor was added after the fact, as was the removal of the stuff in the... Something's going on here and I don't get it. Oh, you don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, then 'tis only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. Hello. This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. Hello.
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We have no reason to kill the man.
Hold it!
So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before?
Oh, me? No, not once, never.
He'd never met the man before, he said. Never! He'd never met the man before. I did think first to be revealed to be a girl, though. Fair enough. And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealings with the victim either. That's right, sir. The Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. Hello.
No, I imagine not. You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin.
Excuse me.
Mr. McGilded? Yes, Counsel. What can I be doing you for? Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection. Is that right now, I wonder?
What are you insinuating now?
Ah, Mr. Fairplay. 'Twas been so long, so it has.
Yeah.
If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Your payment date.
I beg your pardon.
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir.
At an unconscionable rate of interest, you tricked me. It's extortion.
Well now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass his crimes off on another.
Ah!
And, young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? Hello. You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding about on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it? Oh, well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand. Hello. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door. The perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. Like a distinctive touch. Hello. Customers? Such as Thrice-Fired Mason. Oh, hello. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence for my lord.
Oh, this you mean?
I can't help thinking the poor feller's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say? I just want you to know, Ollie, that each and every single hello is appreciated and chuckled at. Oh no, once you have the context for it, it's going to be so much better. Hello? Oh! It's a character from Smiling Friends. That show has corrupted me. Yeah. It's corrupted all of us, I think, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my hats. Hello. Aye, that it is. So you're saying the brickmaker was a customer of yours? The sort of customer, I'd wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods. Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir. Hello? Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellers here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case.
You little weasel! Ah!
He's better at this than I am.
Gosh, Mr. McGill certainly has been thorough in his research, hasn't he?
Did he just fire you? I don't think so. Please, don't let me little interruption hold up the proceedings. Oh, achievement unlocked. Half Hunter? What is that? Having identified the milliner responsible for the victim's hat in episode 3 of the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. Okay. Was any of that necessary? Was that just entirely...
I don't remember, but you know, you got an achievement for it, so
Yeah.
good.
Hold it!
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute.
He's gonna lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said. Hello.
Take a look for yourself. Go on. See, it's shut fast now, just like it was on the night.
Yet now. So it is, of course. A fella the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it, still and all. Oh, for fuck's sake, Barry! I've got the Discord. Hello. I've got the Discord just underneath the stream stuff. I just see that face poking out at me. Perfect. Break right through it still and all.
What?
Just looking at the size of the thing, you understand.
Now you hold on to that a minute, sir. The size of the ting means nothing. Not in the term, let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind loudly. I just choked myself with it, as it happens. Hello.
This is a unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Hello. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rouge, I did.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Oh, no, sir. The point is, the skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame. Oh.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? I haven't spoken up in like 20 minutes. Mr. Strad. It opens. Skylight. That is what we're talking about, right? All them skylights open. Dead easy. More easily than you can load that weapon? It's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, hello. You can't do it from inside, you muck. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags, and I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out of my ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Fucking is, mate. Well, anyway, I'd had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't hop off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch and jumped right through. What? Yeah, catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck?
Bailiff!
Hello?
Climb up onto the roof of the omnibus at once and verify the witness's claims.
Oh, my hat! Hello. Hey, Chris, how you doing? See?
Order! 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 So it appears this street girl's statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens from the roof deck.
Mr. Naruhodo, this could be the clue we've been looking for.
Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord.
You want to look at it yourself?
Oh. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself.
Damn it! Every fucking time I'm just...
Trying to get myself a bite to eat. Been up for 8 hours and I haven't... Oh.
I feel that. Ouch.
Yeah, everyone eat. I couldn't think
I
of...
have a good dinner thing after this. It's fine.
Okay. I don't remember. Was it explained how the girl got to be under the bench when it was full of stuff? No.
Very, very compact girl, I guess. I don't know.
Very good at thieving. So the skylight was fastened shut before.
But now the catch has been undone, we should be able to open it.
Anything around there? They only showed us one angle, so I'm just curious.
This
Really?
is the roof deck of the omnibus. You guys have a wonderful view of London streets from up here.
So people sit all the way up here on bitter winter nights with the cold air rushing past them? And they have
to...
to pay money to do so?
I can't imagine how cold it must feel.
But yeah, we do have a thing there. We just gotta actually...
Click better. That just made me think of something horrible. Can you imagine being dragged around the city in the freezing cold as a punishment?
Perhaps that's the real price you pay to stay out late.
Maybe like from the side angle or something, you can get like a good... Or maybe from the inside? Can you look up at it?
You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll try it from the inside after.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. Okay, yep. In we go. How's your Ace Attorney adventure going, Chris? Ryunosuke, stop being obtuse.
Buddy, it's right there. Just look at the red.
Got red on you.
It does open very wide, doesn't it?
Okay, it's not just Ryunosuke Arno.
Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo.
The red is on the green. Sweet. Why someone like me? I think they finally noticed it. What is it? I think one of them's finally noticed it.
Look, just here, look at this!
That's... without question.
It's blood!
Why would there be a bloodstain there?
Surely... it can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
I mean, probably not. There's a bloodstain visible on the frame of the skylight when it's open. Okay.
If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your bloody proof?
God, if only I had some.
Might as well save just to be sure.
Yeah.
Objection.
Surely that one should be take that. On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? That's utter humbug! Ah, you can't possibly have any evidence!
No, you can't. Hello. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible.
Irrefutable proof. Here in this courtroom. Counsel?
My lord.
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here,
Yeah.
Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell through the roof deck through the skylight.
Ah, right. Oh, fuck.
Look very open. It does open
Oh,
very
Christ, we've
wide.
got to do this again. It's not letting me speed through the dialogue.
Damn it.
Just because I didn't hit present.
Tight. It's fine.
It's weird it forced me to go through that dialogue when I would have had to go through that dialogue to update the court record.
Oh, by Jupiter, is that... blood?
This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
What?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my! Hello. And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. No!
Order! But... blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was staring inside the cabin.
How? And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight. Sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. Tarantino fan, Mr. Fairbanks. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? What? Hello? There's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? 'Tis all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right there, so it is.
What? No.
But it can't be, it's all... lies! Hello?
My fellow jury members.
This still doesn't sit right with me.
I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can, yes sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
So they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they?
I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful part couldn't have done such a thing.
Would you like a hard candy?
On three then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Why is juror number 2 doing anything?
I don't know.
A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, and what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks?
bloodstain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed!
Objection.
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I could state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least, not until this trial began.
But
Are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeek, that this stain of blood was fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session.
your eyes, which please me, are deceiving you. For fuck's sake! I'm minimizing Discord.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to minimize Discord because if I click out, they'll push the dialogue forward again.
Fair enough.
What a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a feller known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Mr. McGilded. I realize this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? This dude's going to be wasted before the trial's over.
When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir.
Tut, Lord Van Zeeks. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel? Oh, no. I think it's fair to say this doesn't sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. In these games, is the person you're defending ever actually guilty? Good question. I will not answer that. The blood in the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if yous will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the word and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, counsel? It's true. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I don't know what's going on. This is interesting. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court has been in session, except...
My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter, in your own words.
As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during the trial? If you're asking me, I think it could have been possible. I can't deny that fact. I'm curious if and how this game handles someone like Ryunosuke defending someone he knows is guilty. That's fair. I mean, we don't know anything at this point. We're learning as much as Ryunosuke as we go. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility.
Oh!
Gracious! Explain yourself, Counsel.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily a precedent.
Yes, there is.
I just said there wasn't. Without getting too much into it, without getting too much into spoilers, there is at least one case. There's only one case that I know of. I don't know if there are more later on, where you do learn that the person is guilty at one point, and you kind of have to work around that for reasons I will not get into at this point. We'll get there. We'll get there someday. So yeah, this is interesting because we were given this as a task to pass to prove the innocence, but if we prove the guilt instead, are we still technically passing the trial by like showing that we've got integrity? Let's see what happens.
It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit.
Deceit?
I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take as a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. What's going on?
Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face!
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
Should I
I
take?
hereby call an emergency recess.
I was going to say, should I take this one because I was the judge at that point?
Bailiff, ensure defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
Sorry. It's just watering myself. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke, and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Oh no, I've got to hydrate in.
Yeah.
Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, you rotten feckless cunt? Gouger. You reckon feckless gouger? Feckless gouger?
What?
You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies, such as...
To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat.
When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Lord Van Zieks, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord, no doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things.
What do you think?
Sorry? It's our catchphrase.
About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus?
My lord,
Yes, counsel?
there is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you'd better start watching your something.
Silence, McGilded.
Let me just finish what I was saying. You back. Okay.
The court awaits the defense's clarification.
This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to believe here?
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial?
Oh, fuck's sake.
God damn.
Ah, I hate this.
I thought it should let you skip whatever dialogue, but I guess not.
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, I really enjoy how they show Van Zieks growing slightly less and less belligerent towards you as this trial progresses, and you showed critical thinking and integrity. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the integrity. You would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But, as far as I recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Lord! Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel. Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
I believe that blood stain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine, or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Hello. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded? I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but... Yeah, good old Ace Attorney silence. 'Tis all over now. But you're the defendant. 'Tis over, I tell ye. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw, 'tis all a nonsense. Facts are what count, and the fact is that bloodstain is there now. Well, and over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalised, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord.
I must concur with the defendant. The uniform recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position?
The prosecution, my lord,
Has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality?
as things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty.
Yes.
Which would mean we've won.
Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Yes, my lord. The defense believes... I've got to go with my integrity. I've got to save.
Some fucking integrity, but...
I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot, in all good conscience, attest fully to the defendant's innocence. How intense this first trial was. It's weird that the third trial is the first trial, in a way.
First trial in Britain, London, Britain, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying, man? I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. No, it's fine. It makes sense. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent.
Good. Good gracious me! Order! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused innocent into question? Are you of sound mind?
Oh, it was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Ah! Your job here is done, feller, and some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? 'Tis just as the right honourable gentleman so succinctly put it afore. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did you put it now? Nothing more than a formality.
I really don't know what to make of all this.
Was the evidence we've seen genuine or was it fake? His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said.
Ignorant are always guilty of something. You mock my words!
I feel terribly ashamed I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us a lovely park.
Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way,
This is wild.
I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zeeks. My lord. The case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place. My sincerest apologies, my lord.
But wait. When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair.
The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. What?
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
You mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Magnus McGilded.
Good grief! You've more to say to me, have you?
Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty. I don't think that's safe. Putting those fireworks up there.
No.
But okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I can't believe it.
This is an outrage! They should have examined something.
What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent.
So yeah, this trial is a complete clusterfuck, and that's kind of why I love it.
Yeah. With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict.
So fair enough, Anna.
Yeah. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end.
with the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. Yeah, I agree. Like I'm used to like the crowd cheering. That was. I'm glad that was a more reserved reaction.
Yeah.
That certainly was a long trial.
Yes, it was.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations.
And to you, Miss Susato. Thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried your duty out to perfection.
Aye, that you did. Mr. McGill did. Ah, and that girl is with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict not guilty. Oh wow, that is actually... that's not just like a stylized victory screen.
Nope, that's actually a thing. Yeah.
I'm sure yous must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely. I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I've you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out there a free man, then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Ah, 'tis water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared.
But nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh? Oi. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and abstinent deed. 'Tis grand, is it not? I suppose it is. Now, the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay. Holy shit, the rich paid taxes back then?
Damn.
It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed aforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Arby West, you're humble people, are you? You from the east. Well, if you insist. But have this, still and all, you deserve a reward.
Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everything's ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom.
Into the courtroom? What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe.
I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There was some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
They're going to examine it again? Now?
Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting yous. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. And there he goes, a free man. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Really? Don't move! Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Sorry? And I hate all grown-ups.
Oh, I can take this one since you've been talking a lot, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
If this is who I think it is.
Aha! There you are!
Baby, yep.
Naughty, naughty, running off like that.
Holy shit, who's this? I want one! Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now?
In that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Oh my god, is she Baby Sholmes? I mean, obviously don't say anything.
Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Holy fuck, I love this kid! Excuse me, but who are you?
Well, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be in a pretty colour, I thought to myself.
Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? At all?
I just took my eyes off it for a moment whilst I was changing into a different omnibus, and she pitched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
What's it? What? I have no idea what this girl is talking about.
Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory.
What? What for?
Apologise, of course, silly, to my technician.
What? You mean, say sorry?
You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
An adult? I don't listen to no adults.
Along then, follow me.
Doesn't telegraphing imply some sort of wire connection? This kid is very advanced in terms of the time she was born in. That's...
Clearly. She's got to be where Sholmes gets all his gadgets from.
I mean, look at that
The goggles.
in the lens, yeah.
Yeah. Fine, have it your way.
Good. You see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. We're definitely seeing her again.
We'll be leaving now. Bye-bye.
It'd be crazy if they introduced her and we never see these two again. We just get this 3 question marks character and we never get a name. any. There's no payoff to this.
I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
She was a lively one.
Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too?
Yes, you're right, but where to?
Oh,
We haven't had the time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our travelling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry though, I have a plan. If worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night.
Oh god. Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Oh no, look at her! Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room or mansion. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. Just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned, the case was far from over. Hell yeah. Ooh.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water! Bring water, quick! What the? How did this happen? I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
Shocker.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating. No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
This can't be.
We don't get to see who was in there?
All I'm going to say is that remember how that bailiff told McGilded that it was time to go back and investigate the omnibus?
I was wondering if it was him. I mean, that's still not a definitive answer what you said, but still. Achievement unlocked, Realm of the Reaper.
And I'm also just not to say too much because I assume we're gonna stop here, but we remember what was said about the Reaper, right? The cases that he prosecutes, whether or not they're guilty, most end with the defendant.
Oh.
Yeah, that curse came up.
Oh. I want to.
No, I'm not saying he's directly responsible. I don't know if that's ever really brought up entirely, but Chris also brings up a good point, taking into account the threat from Van Zeeks as well.
Oh my god, episode 5 is the fucking Hound of the Baskervilles. Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
There's a lot ahead of us, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, I think this is a perfect place to call it because that, as much as I want to, like we were saying, like see the beginning of chapter 4.
Yeah, I didn't think this was going to take a full 3 hours. Because
Sorry.
of that one that early cliffhanger that happened.
Yeah. No, but I think that's a perfect point to end on, is just like that level of intrigue.
Yep.
Holy shit, that was an ending.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
I don't think the next case quite gets up to that level, but it's still pretty good, and I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts on stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I see what you mean now about a good case 3.
yeah.
Holy shit, that was incredible.
Yeah.
I can't get over it. Right, let's see if we can find someone to raid, because I think it is a good point to call it now.
Fair enough. And I won't be raidable because I'm gonna go eat dinner. But I am thinking about streaming tonight, so we'll see what
Ooh.
happens.
Okay.
Thinking about finishing off Kirby today instead of tomorrow, maybe.
Oh, nice. I thought you were taking a break all weekend.
Well, I mean, I want to kind of stick to the schedule, I guess.
Oh, fair.
Well, I guess, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But no, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for thanks for being part of that.
Of course.
And thanks everyone who swung by in chat for swinging by and helped keep this insanity insane.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea for a raid message. I never have an idea for a raid message.
Hold on. Hello. With a smiley face like this.
Hello. Yeah, that's it. That is it. That is it. Hello. Right, that is it from me. Parry, hang on, I'll do some shout outs as well actually before the raid happens. What is my shout out? Come on, let's see if I've got this right. Yeah.
Nice.
I also wanted to shout out. Actually, I'm going to cancel the raid just briefly, just to do all my shout outs. Just because. Do a shout out for Onion. He was here earlier. Oh no, you don't stream, do you? But if you want to put a link to where someone can find your art, if you want to share that, by all means. Do a shout out for Chris as well. Yeah, go give all these guys follows and love. Right, let's start this raid again. Sorry. Right, yeah. Like Parry said, they might be live later.
We'll see.
I might be back tomorrow with another shiny Pokemon hunt. I don't know yet. If not, I'll be back on Tuesday because next Monday's Valentine's Day. Yay! But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!